Because realistically, that was self-defense. I understand that he's not here to defend himself, like, like, we don't have all the tea, but you have video evidence of him putting his hands on her, quite literally to the brink of death. I think that's grounds enough to say that whatever you did, girl, to get out of that situation, most definitely self-defense. Knowing the actual tea, like knowing that there is a witness there who can testify that he was mollywopping on their ass before they even did anything to him, that's self-defense. It's self-defense. You shouldn't... Men go to jail for way less. So it's just the premise, just the concept of them trying to give everybody a happy ending by forcing her to face the justice system for that. And I say the justice system because we have seen what the justice system, like, not even in my own country, like, I'm talking about in this show specifically. It's the fact that his sister was a part of the justice system. And she actively, like, let's not even talk about their complacency with how abusive their family members are. But it's the fact that her as a police officer, her actively trying to get her to stuff some abuse under the rug, whether it was her friend or not, clear enough sign, clear as day. The fact that his mother was somebody that was, like, all up on talking about domestic violence and she didn't say anything. That's a public figure. Like, if I were a writer on this show, I understand how sticky that can get as far, or at least I understand the bare minimum of how sticky that can get as far as a writer for a popular show that is talking about domestic violence and trying to get justice for the victim of that domestic violence, while still, trying to remain, I guess, like, I wouldn't even say, like, objective. Like, this was clearly for justice. Like, this was a representation of what justice should look like. Now, if it were up to me, I think the proper representation of what justice would look like, or in this situation, would be to let her get away with it. And if possible, make sure that family is suffering, if not dead as well. That's true justice. And I'm not just talking about from my point of view. If you look back at the cameras that he installed in their home to film her, as he put his hands on her, it would just make sense if everybody died. That's already, like, if everybody in his family died, that's the happily ever after. She had no business facing jail time. Maybe her friend. And that's not even to me being like, okay, somebody's gotta go. Like, no, I don't think she should have gone either, but knowing that she was not, but mind you, she also was a victim of his abuse. Just in that case of, yeah, he was gonna beat us to death. It was either us or him. They should not have faced jail time. They should not have done any time whatsoever. And that's not just because, I condone killing people. It's not just because I condone killing abusers. It's because there was beautiful witness testimony, evidence, physical evidence, videotaped evidence of him beating her ass. Quite literally looking for his outcome. Because ain't no way you putting your hands on somebody and you don't expect anybody, like, you're gonna do that again with her friend. No, somebody's gotta come out on top, and it shouldn't be you. It shouldn't be you. I think logically it would be a proper reflection of justice if that whole family died in pain. Him was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Having them go to it was fantastic. Beautiful. No notes on that one. She should not have faced any jail time whatsoever. I'm sure there's a different legal system in different countries, but at the end of the day, the proper representation for justice, which we should be expressing and promoting, is death to all abusers. Death to all narcissistic abusers. Death to all those who support them, who allow them to continue their antics. Because as we can see, jail is not enough. And it's not just because of the ladies. His sister's a cop. His sister is a woman-beating apologist cop. Not even apologist, supporter. She saw every little bit of evidence of what her sister-in-law was going through and was just going to let everything slide. Because that bird of a feather flocked together, and they should be tied up with a net and beaten with some rocks. Those birds should be beaten with some stones. Those birds should be killed with stones. That is the proper representation of the justice we should be promoting. Not just because, oh my God, don't kill them. Don't kill them because you could go to jail. Like, no. If we're not going to teach our children, our boys especially, to respect people and not put their hands on people that can't defend themselves, the student and the teacher should go. I think it's that simple. I don't think I'm the proper representation, but I also do feel like y'all aren't improving. There's no improvement really. So if you cannot stop putting your hands on women, if you cannot stop abusing those you say you love, you don't need to be on this earth anymore. It's just that simple. If you're about to take somebody else because of your own lack of self-control, you're about to take somebody else's life. Your mother, your whole family supports you taking somebody else's life because you can't control your own emotions, your own way of expressing and digesting your emotions. All y'all gotta go, because that's not a pattern that jail can fix very often. Now, do I think abusers should go to jail? Yes. But do I think they should be in jail if they're just gonna be let right the fuck back out, like Batman style? No. That is a cycle completing. That is a cycle going forward. If we're constantly giving them a space and time and energy and the leeway to do the same shit that they have done that has harmed others, then they can't be, like, you gotta go. And anybody who supports you has to go. Because, like, I shouldn't even have to say because. It's as simple as that. If we're not at that point yet, I fear we never will be. I think we need to get there quickly. And I think that was a great representation of a show in the first half. In the last half, man, how susceptible she was to somebody else to his sister trying to abuse her. That was just another clear pattern of her trauma. That's going to take so long to get over, so long to heal, so long to just process. Let alone, God forbid, her mother and her sister go in jail together and they plot on her ass. They need to die. Hallelujah, hallelujah, justice, justice, kill these hoes.